News 15 at 10 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Princess Janae Steverson-Lowry. Thank you for choosing News 15 at 10. The Louisiana men's basketball team was back in action tonight in their second of back-to-back games against the Arkansas State Red Wolves. News 15's Kenny Dar has the post-game recap.
Despite the potential distraction of not having a proper shot clock, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns men's basketball team got their first series sweep of the season tonight after defeating the Arkansas State Red Wolves in a tight 77-74 victory. Senior guard Cedric Russell led all starters with a team high 14 points on 50% from the field and 66% from three. Russell says despite not having a shot clock, it made the team focus in even more.
It definitely made us lock in more for sure, and be more in tune with what's going on, their defensive sense and our offensive sense, and, just being aware, more awareness offensively and defense.
After going scoreless in their Friday night matchup, junior forward Jacoby Gordon added a much-needed spark for the Cajuns off the bench, scoring a career-high 14 points on 100% from the field.
I told my teammates before the game today, I'm going to just hoop and let the game come to me, because yesterday's game, I could have played a little better to help the team, even though we won. But
Russell says if Gordon can continue playing productive minutes for them, he can be a big difference maker for the Cajuns.
That's a big difference, because he gives us obviously offensive threat, another shooter, and he's a rebounder on both ends, so he definitely stretches the floor for us.
The Cajuns will need more of that production from Gordon next weekend as Louisiana travels to San Marcos, Texas, for a two-game series against the Sun Belt leading Texas State Bobcats. In Lafayette, Kenny Dar, News 15.
Louisiana is currently second in the Sun Belt behind the Texas State Bobcats. We'll get to the rest of our stories in just a moment, but first we're going to take it straight over to Storm Track 15 meteorologist Corey Smith for a quick weather update.
Well, another gloomy day here across Acadiana. It's been about 3 days since we've recorded sunshine here in Lafayette. It looks like we have to wait a little bit longer here. You can see there is some water here on the camera and some drizzle throughout the area this evening, and that's going to lead the way to some possible fog here in the overnight. 59 degrees. It got into lower 60s across the viewing area this afternoon. So on the cooler side, but a pretty big change as we go into tomorrow. Radar quiet, but like we mentioned, we're seeing that misty weather really throughout the overnight here. A little bit hard to pick up here on the radar, but it is occurring and will continue as we go into tomorrow morning. The possibility of maybe some isolated showers to start off the day, and temperatures will be mild in the overnight, very likely staying very close to where we're currently at, so in the upper 50s. But a big change in our temperatures tomorrow as we go into the early afternoon. Notice by noon, 70 degrees, working our way possibly to the middle 70s in the afternoon, with some more rain, of course, in the forecast. We'll give you the latest on what we're tracking with that coming up.
The Louisiana Passenger Safety Task Force hosted a free car seat check event in Lafayette this afternoon. The free event is made possible by funding from University Medical Center and the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission. Tracy Lumiere, Regional Coordinator for the Louisiana Passenger Safety Task Force, told News 15 that vehicle operations might be installing car seats improperly, using harness straps incorrectly, or turning children's car seats around too soon.
Are the leading cause of death of children. So it's imperative to meet with a certified technician. It's always a free service, and we want to make sure that all the children that you are transporting are being transported safely.
For more information, visit Buckle Up Louisiana on Facebook. The COVID-19 pandemic has proven itself to be too large of an obstacle for Festival International yet again this year. In an email to their supporters, Executive Director Scott Feehan said the 2021 festival will most likely be virtual like last year's event. As with all Festival Internationals, it will be held over the last weekend in April, but the entire month of April will feature festival foods. Feehan tells supporters that this year's financial goal is, quote, to hopefully break even and not lose more ground after last year. St. Martin Parish Sheriff's Office performed a traffic stop the other day on Main Street that led to an arrest. During the traffic stop, deputies noticed marijuana, which initiated a probable cause search. The man on your screen is Warren Smothers. He was arrested and charged with the following, including possession Schedule II narcotics and violations of controlled dangerous. When searching Smothers' car, deputies located a number of drugs. Those drugs are listed on your screen. These findings led to a narcotics search warrant for Smothers' home, leading deputies to finding cocaine, synthetic cannabinoids, drug paraphernalia, and U.S. currency. The sheriff's office says the traffic stop started because Smothers was driving left on the center line. The Vermilion Sheriff's Narcotics Task Force, along with the Abbeville Police Department, executed a search warrant earlier this week that has led to the arrest of 2 teenagers. The teens were charged with the following. During the agent's search of the large amount of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, a 9mm pistol, an AK-47, crack cocaine, and a large amount of currency were found. Agents say the arrest was expected and they will find more as this investigation continues. The Vermilion Sheriff's Office encourages any and everyone with information regarding illegal drug activities to contact them. You can do so with the number and email at the bottom of your screen. It's important for you to know that if you'd like to remain anonymous, you can. Louisiana will continue to use an expanded version of the absentee by mail voting for the upcoming spring elections under the coronavirus emergency plan that won bipartisan approval from the lawmakers Thursday. The emergency rules will allow people to seek an absentee ballot if they are at higher risk of severe COVID-19 illnesses. Governor John Bel Edwards has already announced his support of the plan submitted by Secretary of State Kyle Ardois. Yesterday, 8 of 105 House members agreed to the proposals, along with 35 of 39 senators. The newly approved voting rules are similar to those in place of the November presidential elections. After the break, we'll have some more news about the coronavirus and how it may be affecting certain people. That's after the break.
And fog and showers possible in the morning hours, dry as we head into the afternoon. We'll break down what you can expect for your Sunday forecast.